Has your wife or girlfriend ever started explaining something to you and you already had the answer before she was finished? You already knew what the solution was. So you jumped in and said something like, well, what you should do is, and somehow the conversation got worse before it got better. Hi, my name is Bruce Pelton. I was married for 18 years, and today I'm talking about men fixing problems. What's interesting about this moment is that most men think that they're doing the right thing. They heard a problem and they tried to fix it. But the issue usually isn't the advice. The issue is timing, because the conversation wasn't really about the problem in the first place. And once you understand this difference, a lot of those frustrating conversations in relationships start making a lot more sense. See, when men grow up, most of the problems we learn to deal with are very straightforward. If something doesn't work, you try harder. If something breaks, you fix it. When I was younger, everything felt like that. If one of your friends couldn't jump their bike high enough, the answer was simple. Build a bigger ramp. We solved problems and the solution was obvious. Here's the honest truth though, and I wish more women would watch my channel because they would get an understanding of how our knuckle-dragging minds work. Men are not doing things to upset women on purpose. Most of the time, we're just trying to make the problem go away. If I see you hurting, I want to make the hurt go away. And I'm going to try to offer a solution that makes that happen. That mindset actually works really well in a lot of areas of life, like sports or work or situations where the goal is clear and the outcome can be measured. But relationships are different. When a woman starts explaining something that happened during the day, most of the time she already knows what the possible solutions are. What she's really doing is trying to share how that situation made her feel. If someone hurt her with words or actions, she wants you to experience what she was going through emotionally at the time. She wants you to connect with the feeling. And that's where men and women often miss each other. I think a lot of women miss the fact that men aren't built like this. Our minds aren't wired to process feelings the same way women are. Think of it like this, and try to see this in your mind as I say it, because this actually happened. Say the two of you are out running errands for the day and she's driving. She says, I have to swing by the bank and go through the ATM. There are 3 lanes that are open and 1 in each lane, so she picks the middle one and we have to wait. Now, mind you, the middle lane is taking a really long time and she sees other cars pull away. But while we're waiting, she's getting more and more worked up. Why are they taking so long? What's the problem? How can they be so slow? So I mistakenly said, why don't you just go to another lane? Now, she's mad at me. I didn't see that she was processing how the other person in front of her was making her feel. I just wanted to offer a solution to make the problem go away. Men hear the situation and immediately start looking to fix it. Women are sharing the emotional experience behind what happened. So what she was trying to do is explain it so that I have an understanding of how she felt at the time. She wants you to try to feel what she felt. So when a man jumps in with advice too quickly, it can sound like he's completely missing the point. In his mind, he's helping, and in her mind, he wasn't listening. The strange thing about this dynamic is that many couples go through years of this in their relationship without ever really recognizing what's happening. He thinks he's offering a solution and she thinks he doesn't understand her. Eventually, both of us are looking for ways to overcome the frustration with communication with each other, and we find other ways to fix it. But we don't find ways to fix it between each other. Over time, she might start talking to her friends instead, like when she needs to process something emotionally because they respond differently. And the man eventually stops offering advice altogether because every time he seems to offer advice, it creates more frustration. So both people slowly adjust their behavior without realizing why. And that's how communication gaps quietly form in relationships. You know, looking back now, I wish that the biggest mistake that men make in these conversations is trying to assume that every problem needs to be solved. But sometimes the most valuable thing you can offer somebody, it isn't a solution. It's your attention. Just listen. And that means listening without immediately offering advice. It means asking a question that shows that you're trying to understand what happened, instead of trying to tell her what she should do next. Most of the time, she's not really asking you to solve a problem. She's just sharing you how the situation made her feel. It took me a long time to realize that difference, because like most men, my instinct is always to fix things. But if I could go back now and tell my younger self one piece of advice during those conversations, it would probably be this. If she's not asking you to fix it, just listen. You don't need to learn how to become a better fix-it guy. You need to learn how to become a better listener guy. See, on this channel, we talk about all kinds of lessons many men learn later in life about relationships and family and responsibility. The things that make more sense after you've been through them. But hopefully you can see that men deal with the same struggles in life as you do, and you can avoid some of those things before they become big issues in your relationship. If that kind of perspective resonates with you, consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Check out our community post and share some of your experiences. I'd love to hear them. And I'll see you in the next one.